You're lying on the couch, your workout shoes beside you, and you just can't get up. Your head says go, your body stays still. Then an hour passes, then another, and you go to sleep with that awful feeling of having failed again. This is not weakness, and it's not a lack of discipline. It's your brain functioning exactly the way it was programmed to function, and nobody told you that. The problem isn't you. It's that most people try to solve a neurological problem with sheer willpower. Willpower is a limited resource. It runs out, and when it does, the couch always wins. But there is a way out, and it lies in the neuroscience of behavior, not in motivation. In this video, you'll see 5 real mechanisms your brain uses to sabotage your workout, and how to turn the tables in your favor. The 5th item is the simplest of all, and it's probably the one you ignore the most. Let's get straight to the point. Number 1, the 2-minute trigger. Tricking the brain's alarm system. The problem here is the initial resistance. That heavy feeling before starting anything difficult. It seems enormous because your brain is assessing the total effort of the workout before you take a single step. It's protection. It's an energy conservation instinct. Neuroscience shows that the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, gets tired before you even begin. The anticipation of effort is more tiring than the effort itself. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology showed that most people overestimate how much they will suffer in a difficult task and underestimate how good they will feel afterward. So do this. Tell your brain you're only going to work out for 2 minutes. Put on your sneakers, go to the gym, or open your workout app. 2 minutes and you can stop. What happens in practice is that once you're in motion, the brain's reward system takes over. Dopamine kicks in and the workout continues. It starts with 2 minutes. The rest comes naturally. Number 2, identity before action. Reprogramming. Who you think you are. The problem here runs deeper. You see yourself as someone who tries to maintain a workout routine, not as someone who is an athlete, who moves, who takes care of their body. That difference is brutal. Based on research on habit formation, psychologist James Clear has shown that sustainable behaviors stem from identity, not motivation. When you act based on, I am a person who trains, the brain seeks consistency with that identity. Contradicting it causes discomfort, and you act to reduce that discomfort. Try this. Before your next workout, say aloud or write, I am someone who takes care of their own body. This isn't cheap self-help. It's reprogramming your self-concept. It sounds simple. It works differently. Action follows identity, always. Number 3, the unignorable environment protocol, using space to overcome inertia. The problem here is that your environment is set up for comfort, not for movement. Sofa near the television, cell phone in hand, workout clothes stored in the closet. Every obstacle between you and your workout is an argument to give up. Behavioral neuroscience calls this activation friction. Well, why? Each extra step before an action increases the likelihood of abandonment. Professor B.J. Fogg of Stanford has demonstrated that reducing friction is more powerful than increasing motivation. The instruction is simple. Have your workout kit ready and visible. Water bottle already full, sneakers near the door, clothes laid out the night before. When the environment conspires in your favor, the decision to work out becomes easier. The cognitive effort decreases. You'll go. Configure the environment. The behavior follows. Number 4, the cortisol reset, training. When stress is destroying your energy. The problem here is that on the most demanding days, you have less energy precisely when you need to train the most. Chronic stress raises cortisol, the alertness hormone, and this depletes the cognitive reserve you would use to motivate yourself. The good news, low to moderate intensity physical activity reduces cortisol and increases BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that literally rebuilds neural connections and improves mood in less than 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be a heavy workout, it just has to be movement. On days of high stress, swap your heavy workout for 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking, mobility exercises, or light training. You're not being weak, you're being smart with your biology. Movement is medicine. Use the right dose. If you've made it this far, you've already realized that this whole lack of willpower thing is much more complex than it seems. And if you want to transform all of this into a complete system, the White Protocol was made for that. Build a high-performance body and an unwavering mind in 90 days, with a protocol based on neuroscience, not willpower. If you've already tried several methods that didn't work, the White Protocol will give you the results you want without having to kill yourself at the gym or starve yourself with restrictive diets. This isn't for everyone. It's for those who have a real focus on evolving and building a meaningful life. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Number 5, the one-step vow, the minimum commitment that overcomes chronic procrastination. This is the simplest one, and the most ignored. The problem is that you expect to be motivated to start, but motivation doesn't precede action, it comes after. This confusion about the order of events is the biggest mistake people make when trying to build consistency. NYU psychologist Gabriele Oettingen has researched for decades what separates people who achieve their goals from those who only make plans. The answer was commitment to a minimum daily action, regardless of emotional state. A single step. Not perfect training. One step. Now define your minimum training vow. It could be, I'm going to put on my sneakers and stand for 2 minutes. That sounds ridiculous until the day it saves your consistency. Because one day you'll be exhausted, without energy, without motivation. And that minimum vow will be the difference between maintaining or breaking the streak. Every step counts, always. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 5 mechanisms will you test first? Write it below because this already activates public engagement. And that's also neuroscience. And if you want to stop relying on willpower and build a real performance system in 90 days, the White Protocol is the next step. The link is in the description. Go there now. Because the life you want doesn't start when you have the will. It starts when you decide.